This is Wonder Valley. It's a unique and special place in the Mojave Desert in San Bernardino County. The county is considering an application by outside developers to build a hotel and resort that would be contrary to the rural, quiet character of Wonder Valley. In this video, you will learn why we are opposed to this inappropriate and environmentally damaging development. Our review of the county's report on the developer's proposal reveals numerous deficiencies, indicating that further study is needed to adequately evaluate potential significant impacts on the Wonder Valley community, its environment, and resources. Substantial evidence demonstrates that impacts from the project are individually and cumulatively significant. Based on what you will see, our preference is that approval by the Planning Commission of the project be denied. But if it is not denied, an environmental impact report should be executed to re-examine the complete scope of this project. This is the entry to Wonder Valley coming from 29 Palms, but it can also be reached from the north through the Sheephole Pass via the railroad town of Amboy and Interstate 40. Heading east on Amboy Road from 29 Palms, you are welcome to Wonder Valley. The valley is 150 square miles of wide open desert with widely separated residences surrounded by the beautiful Bullion, Pinto, and Sheephole Mountains. The population is about 1,000 residents. Wonder Valley was largely settled after World War I for its beauty, quiet, peaceful setting, dry climate, and healthy atmosphere. And the 1938 Small Tracts Act allowed intrepid folks to acquire 5-acre parcels to build affordable cabins. Over the years, some cabins have been abandoned, but many have been improved and have become homes for retirees, artists, and second homes for weekenders. Other than a few small churches, there are only 2 publicly accessible buildings in Wonder Valley. This is the Wonder Valley Community Center. And this is the low-key Palms restaurant, which is a great place for locals and visitors to hang out and enjoy the wide vistas of the valley. So let's look at the details of the developer's proposal and the project site. At Amboy and Gamma Roads is the site of what the locals call the Pink Building. It was originally built in the 1960s by the Desert Electrical Cooperative and then used by Southern California Edison. Edison abandoned use of this site in 1980, and it has not really been used for commercial purposes for the past 40+ years. The developers propose to use this site and the total 163 acres that they have purchased to build and operate a 106-room hotel, restaurant, wellness center, and event space with 205 parking spaces to accommodate guests and visitors. It has been recently learned that the developers also intend to build a 20+ lot housing development, even though such plans for that development were not included in the permit submissions and environmental studies to the county. Here is the proposed site plan for the hotel resort complex. In what we have shown so far, does such a development belong in Wonder Valley? We and many other concerned citizens of Wonder Valley and the Morongo Basin have objected to this proposal in great detail. You can see the Stop Wonder Inn Project's 187-page response to the county at our stopwonderin.org website. Here are just a few of our environmental concerns. The 1,000 Wonder Valley residents and visitors to it currently receive inadequate sheriff's, fire, and EMT service. Even through their best efforts, those resources are already strained throughout the Morongo Basin. The addition of the 106-room hotel and other facilities from the proposed Wonder Inn will strain demand on those resources even further. The county study does not provide solutions to this. We share an aquifer that residents rely on for water. The addition of the proposed Wonder Inn will add a further, very significant draw on that vital resource. The county studies do not adequately address the impact that the proposed resort will have on the aquifer, and doesn't take into account the impact that the many large illegal marijuana farms that were in place over the past few years. Further study of this issue must take place. Studies submitted by the developers do not accurately account for and actually dismiss the reality of the documented presence of the endangered desert tortoise on the site. The developers have apparently ignored another scientifically valid study that does not support their view. This recent photo shows the presence of a juvenile tortoise very near the proposed resort's acreage. The county studies contend that the proposed resort will conform to the county's light trespass ordinance, but there is no doubt that an operating resort will shed an unacceptable nighttime umbrella of light throughout the Wonder Valley Basin. This map depicts the visibility, just during daylight hours, of the proposed resort throughout the Wonder Valley Basin. Wonder Valley is treasured for its dark skies. The developers contend that they want to blend into the community. Our dark skies shouldn't be forsaken by outside development interests. The county studies do not adequately address the increase in dust that will be incurred from the construction and follow-on effects of the disturbance of the existing acreage. Wonder Valley is subject to frequent episodes of very high winds that spread dangerous particulate matter into the air, which is unhealthy for senior residents and those with vulnerable health risks. So let's take a step back from all the details and deficiencies of the developer's proposal. Here again is a wide view of Wonder Valley. There is nothing of this type of development which is proposed here. Here is a footprint of the proposed development. It seems wholly out of scale and out of place in the existing community of Wonder Valley. Yes? A land use element of the countywide plan states, "We require that new development be consistent with and reinforce the physical and historical character and identity of our unincorporated communities." Wonder Valley and the Morongo Basin are not resort communities like the greater Palm Springs area, and it should not be transformed into one. Let's preserve what makes Wonder Valley unique and special. We urge you to join us in telling the county to reject this development. You can do so at stopwonderin.org.